Welcome, everyone, to Chestnut Hill, home of the Boston College Eagles, where fans are filing into Alumni Stadium. They'll look between the field hockey lines, perhaps underneath the Musco lighting that's been imported in, and hope that there will be a party in the moons. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down for this offense. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nothing.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
I'm not sure you have much in the script to convert a third and this long on the opening drive. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, the ground game. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The running back has it.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum. Quick pass on the fly motion.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. Run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense drags him down. And the Blue Devils want to crank the tempo. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Across the 10. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Blue Devils. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds.
They're trying to throw the out route. That time, though, the QB threw it a little bit too far to the outside, and it falls incomplete.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. Looking to pass. It's Wall. Fires to the right. Got his man. Finds some fresh air. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Boston College. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he's going to run it back. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Payne. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying play action. Now improvising. He'll pull it down and run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a 4th down.
Boston College needing a 4th down conversion. Quickly complete. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. The play action fake. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to pass it. And the ball is intercepted.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass.
And it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
You couldn't ask for much better field position to start, but now they're looking at a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. And it's caught. Touchdown, Duke. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Washington State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Paul, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set is able to rip off that one for a first down.
Might as well give it to him again. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The give to the back. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. Try to get it on the ground. He's got enough to give Boston College the first down.
That's how it's done, and it's an easy decision when you get it. There's no second guessing when you get it. Nice job by the offense converting the 4th down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Pulls it, fires to the left. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Able to get 1 down to the 15. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It is good! So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Line gets set, first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And they got him for the sack. The first down sack pushes the ball back to this long 2nd down. Give to the running back. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
He's open on the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Looking to throw for it. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The Blue Devils will hustle to the line. Wide out in motion. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing his pass.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to go up top on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. It's caught downfield. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, 21, Boston College. 10.
Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. The ball bounces through the end zone and it will be a touchback. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Smashes through.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. It's complete to the left. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And the Blue Devils racing to the line in a hurry-up. He'll pull it on the read. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Boston College.
Well, they needed a momentum-shifting play. Playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Pollock, he made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground. The kickoff team is out there after that punt return for a touchdown. They'll try to pin him deep. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, that quarterback is really lucky that that ball wasn't intercepted. You should never throw the ball back across your body. I think because of the pressure, you felt like he had to do something quickly with the football, but that was almost a very bad play.
looking to throw on second down. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Here on third down for this offense. They keep attacking through the air. A little screen to the running back. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
The give to the tailback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Got it, looking for the first down. Open space at the 25. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Golden Eagles are on the move. Let's go. On the ground, it's Payne. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. He's got it again. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at the 12.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. He'll do it himself. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
21, Boston College, 19.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
They'll run it on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Eagles! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
They had a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Minnesota is currently rowing the boat right now, and this is shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 26 over the Pandas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes the quick grab. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. A first down for the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they swarm him under.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. With jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Fast motion from the offense. This quarterback part of their running game. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, but he just decided to take off.
Leaves it with the running back. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. The freshman trying to take a shot, but put just a little too much on it.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one.
Absolute shank. Missed it. Guys, after that miss, we are still sitting on a 5-point game. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They go to the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Wall. Fires to the big fella. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Here comes the option. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Touchdown, Duke! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking to throw, it's Wall. Using the quick game. On the move at the 30. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They're going to run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Snags it quickly on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block, and the returner will be dragged down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attacking them.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Now the play fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. And that's a live ball. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Payne. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards and pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Handoff to the single back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. Here's the handoff. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Timeout on the field. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Absolutely perfect. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. That last field goal looks like the game winner if they can keep them from getting in field goal range here right at the end. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire